You don't want to call it Louisville.
Not Louisville. It's Louisville.
Yeah, it's a Louisville Slugger, if you're familiar with baseball terminology. So, yeah. So I heard that we have chocolate chip and peanut butter chip.
We do.
So it's chocolate and peanut butter chip?
I think there's 2 different kinds of chips.
Okay. In the same cookie?
In the same cookie.
Oh. Cheers, sir. Pick you up, motherfucker.
Miss Katie takes care of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, if you remember back,
It's good.
cookies is where it started. That was our first treat.
Yeah. Unexpected on our end.
Sitting on the couch, you just hit record on your phone.
Yeah. Right.
As we were talking about
That was before. That was like
that was pre-podcast.
That was brainstorming. Like what if?
What if?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even tell you what we drank that night.
I don't either. You had
I pulled something
like
from
3
the
or 4
cabinet.
different pours.
Yeah, I pulled something from the
That was
cabinet.
really good.
I'm like, yeah, let's try this one. Yeah, let's do this one. I don't even think I had Glencairns at that point. I just poured whatever glassware I had.
You had your Wilkes.
That's right. Yep. The square
family,
bottles.
Yeah, the squares, which are my favorite cocktail glasses. The square body, thick bottomed. Because I like a thick bottom.
Would that be like the goth chicks?
Girl, you know it. You know it. Get a little tone loc on you.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Wow, fan. Say what?
Remember the Bebe's Kids? We don't die, we multiply. The animated movie, you remember that?
Yes.
That was good shit. I don't know. I jumped in the Wayback Machine. I probably never told you this, but when I was in middle school, when I was in 6th grade and Westport Middle, they took us as a field trip to go see Malcolm X.
You went to Westport Middle?
Yeah, so an R-rated movie, we went to go see Malcolm X when it came out. There was murder, there was rape, there was a guy that died on top of a hooker. I mean, everything Malcolm X was. I am Malcolm X, the whole thing. Like, yeah, I got beat up that day.
All right.
Sometimes we just get slapped around just for the hell of it. But, whatever works. The world's big enough for everybody to occupy it and get along and have fun. Recently, we went on a little bit of a vacation down to Branson.
Yeah.
I
see you survived. I was so worried for you for a second because you were like, oh my God, Silver Dollar City doesn't sell liquor.
That's my first time in Silver Dollar City. There's no alcohol.
I'm like, oh no.
There's no alcohol to be found anywhere. And we were with members,
Bible thumpers.
We were with members of her family. So like I'm hanging out with her family, which are also non-alcohol drinkers for the most part.
Sweating and
not because they're Baptist, because they run Pentecostal, which is way different. It's I almost said way worse. I wouldn't say it's worse, but it's just different.
Yep.
Alcohol's a no-go. And so yeah, it's a great place for them to go. But really, Silver Dollar City, still your Dollar City, really isn't a bad place to go. It's a fun little theme park. It's like 1800s, late 1800s theme, and with roller coasters. So it's like kind of like any Renaissance fair you would go to. Only instead of Renaissance people, you got late 1800s, like Back to the Future 3.
My mom's got pictures of me. There was a time where we went there I think we went there yearly for many years in a row. But she's got pictures of me right around the 5-6 year age range, where, and I I think they probably still have it, but the playground type areas, they had these like big foam boulders, and she has a picture of me with like running around with this big foam boulder over my head.
I can see little man doing that.
And I also remember one of my first roller coaster experiences was the Fire in the Hole
Okay.
roller coaster.
Fire in the Hole has gone under a renovation. It's different now, from what I've heard. I never went to the original. I did go to it this year.
You know, it's the one that where you go through the I think
It's like a walk through the
there's
town.
there's some
Everything's
there's
on
some
fire.
and then you get to this part where it looks like you're getting ready to go head to head with another train, and then whoosh,
Yeah.
and you just go fire in the hole underneath it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. But yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Only I think there's a second dip. And it was that second dip. I was like, fuck. Because I do not fuck with roller coasters. And this, while it is a roller coaster, it's just like, it's only got like two dips.
And it's a full indoor roller coaster.
Indoor, yeah. But there's water, and you're going down, and you're locked in because you got this fucking lap thing. And I'm like, I'm not drowning in this motherfucker.
I haven't been there since I was like 7 or 8, and but I still remember.
I think if you
fire in the hole.
I think if you went again, you would definitely enjoy it. If I went again, I would definitely enjoy it. It was a good time. You remember the?
You told me they don't have alcohol, so
it's like,
I don't know. I'm questioning whether or not it's on the table.
Bring a flask. I know a guy that's got a good flask.
Oh yeah, mine's up there.
Up there?
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely worth a shot. If you haven't been to Branson, go check it out. It's like they got Ripley's, believe it or not. They got an aquatic museum with this incredible, almost looks like broken stained glass octopus on the outside that lights up at night. There's all the tourist trap stuff you could ever want.
I went.
It's a fun time.
I think it was probably 07-ish. Mitch and I went on a bike trip. We just Saturday morning we took off for the Ozarks.
Okay.
And
okay.
Good buddy of ours, the drummer for, at the time, a band called Lead Boot Marathon.
I remember that band.
Right.
That's one of the first bands I
do you know Bobby Hoss?
El Torion. No, I do not.
Bobby's a good dude.
All right.
So we took off towards Branson. He's like, come on down. He had the real rough, gravelly voice. Come on down. We'll hang out, brother. Not necessarily a Randy Man Savage voice, but
right. I was thinking more like
very similar. Now that
Mike. I was thinking more like Mike from Hands to Hearts. Like, it's for the kids. We're collecting toys. It's for the kids.
Okay, somewhere right in between the two.
In between there,
right in between. Yeah, that's Bobby.
Somewhere like a Johnny Dare.
So we rolled down there, spent the day down there, had a great time. But while we were down there, that was actually the first time that I learned that if you have a block of ice, you can sit there and spin your beer for about 2 minutes. It'll become ice cold.
Okay.
It can be like you've locked it in your car all afternoon, so it's quite warm. You got a block of ice, you just, and when you first get started,
it melts its own little saddle.
It melts a little saddle, and as it melts that saddle, you sit there and just spin that that can.
All right.
And the more you do that, the easier it gets, and the colder it gets, because the more of a saddle you get in there, the colder, the more ice has contact with it.
Yeah.
It gets really fucking cold really quick.
And it'll never freeze.
And then it'll never freeze. And then when do that for a couple minutes, and then that son of a bitch is ice cold.
Not that you would drink and bike.
Nah, never.
Never. But, once you find a good stopping point where you're there for the night and you're being a responsible imbiber.
We headed back home same day.
Oh, okay. Not before you left.
Not before we left.
Definitely not. The same day, night before.
Sure.
Words, context. Who cares?
But I do remember the storm started to roll in, and we chased a hell of a thunderstorm all the way back to Kansas City.
Huh.
We're like, yeah, this is back in the day where Mitch and I were on our Softails. Him and I both had our first Harleys still then, and they were Softails, and our bikes screamed back then, and we hauled ass all the way back to Lee Summit, and that storm was right on our tail. And anytime we stopped,
So the storm was chasing you.
storm was chasing us. Yes.
Oh, hell no.
And every time we stopped, it would roll up on it, and we'd start to get a little bit of rain. We'd jump back on the bikes and take off and get right in front of it. We outran it.
Yeah.
But man,
Not by much.
We hauled ass to get home, and then once we got home, it's a good time.
You guys have a good peanut butter cookie or a chocolate chip cookie recipe with or without peanut butter chips? That was probably really loud. It's right next to the microphone. But send us an email, info@savortheburn.com. W2 Jonathan at savortheburn.com. We want to know it because we love cookies. We love sweets and snacks. Send us all your cake recipes and your pie recipes.
Do it.
We want it. Your ooey gooey butter cake recipes. It's been a while since I've had that.
Miss Katie accepts the challenge.
Yeah. Good fucking luck winning that challenge because she's got this shit on lockdown. Sorry, pals. And palettes. Is that a thing? Is pals in what's that, androgynous?
Sure.
Whatever term? Male or female?
Words.
Yeah. They, them term, whatever. That's something I haven't started an episode with. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems.
You haven't?
I haven't done that in a while, so maybe soon.
I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah. I try to be all inclusive. The world's too small. Life is too short to not invite people and enjoy
Very much so.
Everybody's time. Well, no matter who you are and what you're eating and who you're eating it with, never forget, keep on munching. I'm bring it back. There we go. All right. That's something I do at work. I don't know why I did it now. Whiskey.